Hey guys, it's that time for a bump date again. I always mean to go every 2 weeks and it always ends up becoming every 3 weeks that I do these. So that just might be what I end up doing. Okay, so we're on 12, 13, 14 for this bump date. 12 and 13, I really didn't have anything weird or like super like, oh, this is going on. I told you guys last time that I started feeling things that I feel like I could kind of feel the baby, and as the weeks go on, it's more clear to me that yes, you're feeling the baby. And a lot of people say it's impossible, but a lot of people say that they do, and I don't know. So the reason I know that I'm not crazy now and I'm feeling the baby is, okay, so week 13 I started having like a stronger feeling of what I was feeling kind of down there. It was just like a stronger sensation, I guess. And then 13, it started this kind of like, I randomly get this, this is the weirdest way of trying to describe it. I would randomly get this pop sensation, almost like a kernel popping, you know, a popcorn kernel or whatever, corn kernel, whatever. And then week 14, I get it more often, like says Ralph. Popcorn kernels just popping. So I explained this to my friends that are pregnant as well, what I was feeling, and they're like, yeah, I definitely think you're feeling the baby. And then I for sure was like, yes, I'm feeling the baby this week, when I was freaking out because, okay, I wasn't really freaking out because I know sometimes you just can't find the heartbeat, the baby's hiding in there, but I was just getting aggravated that I couldn't hear it because I really wanted to on my birthday. And so I was getting aggravated and I gave up and put the Doppler down, and I started getting that popcorn feeling, you know, which it started out as just like pop, but now it's like pop, pop, pop when I feel it. I know it sounds crazy, but so I started feeling it under my right pubic bone, like it was coming from under the bone. So I was like, and I got my Doppler back out and I angled it under my pubic bone on that side. Instantly, I found the baby. So that just reassures me that I am feeling the baby, because exactly where I felt that is where I finally found the baby's heartbeat. So that was kind of cool and interesting to know that for sure it is the baby I'm feeling. So that's kind of cool. But it's nothing more than, I know a lot of people describe flutters and stuff, but really mine have been like jabby and popcorny, I don't know, which doesn't surprise me because with the exception of one ultrasound, every time we've seen the baby, it's like going crazy, moving around, being a crazy kid, you know? So this week, now that I'm like 14 weeks, I don't know, like I go back and forth with getting like, I feel like I thought that you would be kind of more, I don't want to say emotional, but I thought like the first few weeks when your hormones are changing a lot is when you get more aggravated easily and be hormonal. But I'm finding like 13 and 14, around those weeks, I have had more like kind of mood swings. And I always tell Justin when I'm feeling it, like I've been really good about being like, okay, I am feeling crazy for absolutely no reason, so I'm just gonna walk away. It's not you. I'm always just like reassuring him because I never want to just go off on him, which I'm sure he would understand. But I always just tell him or whoever I'm around that's driving me crazy, or I feel like I'm gonna freak out for no particular reason. I'm always just like, you've done nothing. You've done nothing wrong. You're perfectly fine, but I need to walk away because I'm having this insane, mad, crazy feeling for no reason. So I'm just gonna walk away. So that's been happening. Today was kind of hard to be like that because we did the pictures, and ever since I got pregnant and as my pregnancy goes on, the dogs are acting like they have moments of just craziness where usually they love taking pictures, and if they don't want to take them, I usually don't. But today I was like, I need to get this done, and they were just acting crazy. When I was trying to set up, they started fighting, which they've been doing a lot more recently. So I think we need to like go back into their training and work on that, because that's not going to be okay. But I feel like it's just, they can sense change coming, so it's kind of like affecting them. And I'm trying to be really calm with them, but like with them being crazy, this camera that my old camera my sister gave me that's never worked right, decided to take it, for sure wasn't going to focus for even one picture. And then we ended up trying to take it on the cell phone, and then Ralph moved, and then my like crotch shot was right there, so we gotta try to redo them tonight, because I was like, I want to choke something, like not the dogs or Justin, I just wanted to be like, ah, to something. So I was like, I just need, we can't, no more, I can't do any more today. I was like, I just can't, maybe I will do it tonight. I was like, I just want to like scream and shout and throw a temper tantrum, and it's not very rational, and usually I'm very patient, but I can't even today. And when we went and looked at minivans, we were just going to look, and we decided to talk to the salesman. I got the same way, and I told Justin, like, usually I know it's a game and I can sit there and play their little game, and I usually win their little game. I usually walk away with all the cars I've ever bought for like way less than when I got my Mustang, I walked away with like the price that the dealership paid with it when I got done with that, okay? I always walk away like winning in those situations because I have patience and stuff. But at the car dealership, as soon as they started blabbing off the lies and the shady shit they do, I was like, no, I can't, I cannot, I don't have time for this. I told Justin, we are just gonna have to look at cars after the baby's here, because like with these hormones, my fuse is real short, like really short. So that's been really the only thing going on, is I've noticed I'm like super moody, really short fuse, and what else? You know, feeling the baby and stuff. But I mean, other than that, like it's not very often that I have to say to Justin, I'm gonna flip out and it's not you, and walk away. Like really, we've been like, this is just like regular life when you're pregnant, except like, you know, Justin has to carry more stuff for me. Like, you know what I mean? But as I'm like progressing, I'm noticing like the mood swings. I'm having to say like a little more like, there's nothing you did wrong. I'm just being irrational, and I just feel like I'm gonna explode, and I just need to walk away. So that's happened a few times, but I mean, really that's the only thing I can think of. Also, as the weeks go on, I'm like more out of breath. Like I've been filming a lot of videos today, and there's probably gonna be like, when I edit, I have to stop, because I'm having to stop and be like, you know, and drink some water. And I don't know, it's like so weird. I notice when I talk a lot in my vlogs, I sound more out of breath, and I don't understand, because I haven't gained any weight. And I don't feel like the baby's big enough to squish up my lungs yet. But a lot of my friends said they had the same problem. They just felt like they couldn't breathe. And I don't know what it is. I read something about blood vessels, and I don't know, but I couldn't explain it. But I've noticed that every week is a little more and more, and I feel like so gross. I'm just like, but yeah, that's another thing. I have not gained any weight. I'm into the second trimester. I really would like to be like one of my friends and not gain any weight. She by no means, I think, is like, I don't look at her like, she's taller than me, so her body shape is totally different. But she and I are around the same weight, and she has not gained any weight. And I would like to not gain any weight. I think she's lost a little and kind of like, you know, made up for it with the baby, and, you know, evened itself out. And my doctor said she would like me to gain 0 to 15 pounds, but no more than 15. So my goal is not to gain any, and I'm hoping just by continuing to be healthy and eating healthy most of the time. You know, I had my freaking moments. On my birthday, I wanted cheese and spinach dip, and that's all I wanted with cheesecake, you know. So I let myself have those days, but I'm trying to like do my walking like she said, and do everything she said, so that maybe with like being healthy, because she said there's nothing wrong with losing weight in pregnancy, as long as it's not like really fast, like with my hypermesis when I lost like super fast, I lost weight and I was dehydrated and stuff. She said like a steady amount of weight loss is okay for an overweight woman when she's pregnant. So, you know, if I gain 15 pounds, that's fine, but my goal is to try not to gain too much. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. We have started a registry. We're probably gonna go this weekend and sign up at the other place. We were gonna do Babies R Us and Target, but because we have one store here called Bye Bye Baby, and some of you guys have talked about it too. But my sister said there's another location kind of in the Houston area besides the one that I go to. And knowing that, then I decided that I'm gonna go ahead and register there too, because basically, I don't know. So it's like, I kind of felt like when I thought there was just one, that for most people and my family and our friends and stuff, they live on other parts of town. So I felt like for me, it doesn't take me that long to get there. But for some people, it would take them like 30 minutes to get there. And I just don't know, like a lot of people don't like to shop online. So I was overthinking it. But my sister was like, if you want to register there, do it. I mean, there's another one out in Webster where a lot of our family lives. She was like, just do it. So I decided I'm just gonna register there too. But I looked at Target and I just didn't see anything I really was that interested in. I'm really realistic about our registry, and it kind of, I don't want to say I'm annoyed with people's advice, but I'm sure people that have been pregnant before understand this. People in your life are like, you need to do this, you don't need to do that, and it's just like, for me, it's exceptionally irritating sometimes. For instance, with like my registry, people that I know have been like, oh, you don't need to get all this, or you really need to get that. And I'm like, you know, pretty much for the past 10 years, I have been taking care of infants and toddlers and older kids as a teacher when I taught, but I've also worked with younger kids. And not just that, but I've also nannied, and not just like nannied like, oh, I'm there 8 hours a day. There's a situation where for 2 years I was there when those kids woke up, and I'm the one that put them to sleep, and they never saw their parents unless it was the weekend. And even on the weekend, a lot of times they would have me come over. So also when Katie was a baby, I helped raise her with my sister and my family, because Katie's real dad is a douche lord. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So yeah, I have more experience than most first-time moms, and as a lot of my moms would joke in my baby room and in my toddler rooms, I probably have more experience than them. So I'm not trying to be a bitch, but like when people start trying to give me advice about, oh, you really need a bottle warmer, I'm over here like, no, I really don't, because you can put a big mug full of water in the microwave, warm it up, and warm a bottle up that way. I don't need all that excessive crap. Like, I basically know the basics I need, and like, it just drives me crazy. Like, I understand people want to give advice, they want to be helpful, but unsolicited advice from people, I'm just like, it's like, did you think that I just worked with kids and, you know, had these experiences but never really knew what I was doing? I don't know. That's just been one of those things that I think my hormones have made me like, ugh. But a lot of my pregnant friends too have been like, I am so tired of people and their freaking advice. So, I mean, I guess they can understand. But I'm not gearing like saying that towards YouTube. I'm talking about like my personal life. And I'm sure there'll be parenting things on YouTube that people will want to share their opinions on. That's whatever, that's YouTube life. But in real life, it's just making me crazy because I don't know. I'm just like, I promise you, I got this. Anyways, that's all I can really think of for this bump date. I'm super excited for Christmas Eve. That is when we have our gender reveal. We will be doing, because I will find out the Monday, Christmas Eve is on a Thursday, I cannot find a cake person or a bakery that would be able to get the envelope on that Monday and have a pink or blue inside cake ready by Thursday. So we decided we're gonna do the box thing. We're gonna decorate a box. We're gonna take it to Party City and they will fill it with pink or blue balloons, and then we'll open it with our family. You guys will see that video Christmas Day. I am not going to, I thought about, you know, sharing on Instagram that night, but I know a lot of people aren't good. I'm not good with social media, to be honest. I never get on my real Facebook half the time. My like my like page or stuff like that. So I understand not everyone is good with social media. So that will just, everyone will just see that in a video Christmas Day. That video will come on Christmas Day. and it'll be like a little gift to all you people that have been wondering what the baby is. I know a lot of you guys are excited, and that makes me really excited because I feel like this baby has a big extended family with YouTube. And yeah, so that is it for this bump date. I will give you guys a bump shot before we go. That's the bump shot. I don't know how it looks because I'm not close enough to the viewfinder. Hopefully you guys can see. My belly kind of popped a little bit on week 14, and that's been pretty exciting because I feel like I'm starting to look pregnant in maternity clothes at least. I'm starting to look more pregnant than just fatter, which is super exciting to me. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Bye!